Andrew Tucker, and welcome to Andrew Tucker World. What's going on, all my great people? What's going on, all my boxing fans? Wow. Anthony Joshua's promoter, Eddie Hearn, rips Deontay Wilder and his team. Eddie Hearn went on to say that Deontay Wilder ducked Anthony Joshua and recently ducked Tyson Fury. What is going on with Deontay Wilder? Wow. Let's read. Anthony Joshua promoter rips Deontay Wilder's team. They don't know their A and their elbow. Wow. In a recent interview, boxing promoter Eddie Hearn lashed out at Deontay Wilder and his team for ducking Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury. Wow. Anthony Joshua versus Deontay Wilder was a massive fight to make at a point in time. Both boxers held all major heavyweight titles and were on a collision course. However, the bout never materialized as both parties failed to reach an agreement. After that, Joshua lost his titles to Andy Ruiz Jr. and Wilder got caught up with Fury. The rest, they say, is history. During a recent interaction with Boxing Social, Eddie Hearn gave his thoughts on Deontay Wilder. The promoter did not have any kind words for the former WBC champion and used every opportunity to dismantle the Bronze Bomber. Besides Wilder, Hearn also took a dig at Wilder's management. The British promoter believes that Wilder never wanted to fight Joshua and does not want to fight Fury for the third time. Although he claimed to have never trusted Wilder's team, he seemed confident about Fury and his intentions to fight Anthony Joshua. AJ versus Fury is there. We know that the current environment is not the best for that right now, but we got our mandatory Kubrat Pulev. He wants to fight, so it's there. We've been here before with Andy Ruiz Jr., but that was dealing with people, as you have seen over the last couple of weeks, that quite frankly, don't know there are in their elbow. Now we're dealing with different people around Fury, whether that's Bob Arum, whether that's MTK Global. I haven't spoke Frank Warren, but I'm sure we will as well, as I trust they want to do it. And I trust that Tyson Fury wants to do it. And I never trusted that Deontay Wilder or Shelly Finkel or all those guys wanted to do the AJ fight. I did not believe them. A few days ago, Shelly Finkel claimed that Fury versus Wilder 3 is on. But Frank Warren and Bob Arum stated otherwise. Eddie Hearn attacks Deontay Wilder, believes Tyson Fury will fight a weak opponent. Since his humiliating loss to Tyson Fury in the rematch, Wilder has been inactive on social media. He has stayed away from the media and did not provide any updates on his stance. Only his team has spoken on behalf of him. He played a great game, but where is he now? Where is the voice now? I think the reality is shining through. I don't believe they ever wanted the Anthony Joshua fight. I don't believe they want the Tyson Fury fight. How can they? So I believe that we have a team there who wants to fight Anthony Joshua. They believe they will beat Anthony Joshua, and we feel exactly the same on our side, that we beat Tyson Fury, and we want that more than anything. Hearn had added. Though Hearn desperately wants Fury versus AJ to happen, he is not looking past Kubrat Pulev. He believes that Pulev and his camp are motivated to snatch the belts from Anthony Joshua. For Fury versus AJ to happen, Joshua must get past Kubrat Pulev. So they saying for AJ versus Fury, Joshua must get through Kubrat Pulev. Meanwhile, Tyson Fury has also promised his fans a fight in December. The Gypsy King stated that the bout would take place in the United Kingdom. Unsurprisingly, Hearn gave his opinion on that as well. He feels that Fury won't be fighting a tough opponent this year. So listen, it's like, all I'm saying is this, like, Deontay Wilder, You know, Deontay Wilder, in that rematch against Tyson Fury, he took a beating. So if some people, I've seen some videos, people making videos on some boxing channels making videos saying that Tyson Fury headed in another direction. He don't really want the Deontay Wilder fight. I mean trilogy. He doesn't want the third fight. He's headed in another direction. Uh, they saying that Tyson Fury is ducking Deontay Wilder. You can't. How can you duck a fighter that you already beat? And this is not me being biased. I have nothing against no fighter. I have nothing against Deontay Wilder at all. This is just me being real and keeping it real. I mean, why would Tyson Fury duck a fighter? It was a draw the first fight. Tyson Fury believed he won. Some people didn't believe that Tyson Fury wanted the rematch. Tyson Fury, it was a rematch. Tyson Fury stepped up. Of course, it was already in the contract for another fight anyways. You know what I'm saying? So, Tyson Fury, I don't see Tyson Fury being afraid of any fighter or ducking any fighter. You know what I'm saying? But to be honest with you, to keep it real with you, why would he be afraid of Deontay Wilder? It doesn't make any sense. Why would he be afraid to fight Deontay Wilder again? And I hate to say this, but he destroyed Deontay Wilder in the rematch, in the trilogy. It was a bad beating. He actually stopped Deontay Wilder. He believes he's the better fighter. And he is the better fighter. Deontay Wilder is dangerous. He's a very big puncher. He's dangerous, and I like to see a fighter redeem themselves, come back, and try to claim victory. Yes, it's a tough win for Deontay Wilder. Tyson Fury, very skilled, very big heavyweight, very skilled heavyweight. So yes, it's a tough win for Deontay Wilder. He has a puncher's chance. Yes, he had opportunity and a chance to get back in the gym, work on some things, make some adjustments, in a short amount of time. And so, well, at the end of the day, and when I mean by short amount of time, he should have been working on, becoming more fundamentally sound, a lot earlier in his career, so that's what I say at last minute. Deontay Wilder, I believe what is now 35 years old. So trying to work on some things. No, I'm not saying it's not too late. That it's not too late. You can get better, I believe, at 35 years old. You can work on some things with the right trainer, the right team, the right trainer. You know what I mean? You can work on some things. You can make some adjustments. You can add some things to you can add some things to your game, to your game, and you can get better. It's not too late to perfect your craft, so you can get better. I just believe it's last minute because trying to prepare for a fighter like Tyson Fury, I believe it's going to take a little bit more time for a fighter like Deontay Wilder, honestly, but he has a puncher's chance. One technique is landing that right hand, and he throws it fast. He also I can say it's good timing in a way. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, Tyson Fury is too smart for a fighter like Deontay Wilder. So at the end of the day, I don't see Tyson Fury ducking a fighter like Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder is dangerous, but so is Tyson Fury. So is Tyson Fury. So it doesn't make any sense. So these people that's saying that Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury is ducking Deontay Wilder. I'm sorry, y'all, just wasting y'all time saying that. It's a waste of time and energy. I don't believe that. I know you guys don't believe that. Tyson Fury is the better fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, but yes, Wilder is still dangerous. I wanted to see Wilder, come back and try to get his belt back. But at the end of the day, I favor Tyson Fury to beat Deontay Wilder. I favored Tyson Fury to beat Deontay Wilder again, but I believe it could have been a better fight. And anything can happen in the heavyweight division. There is a such thing as upsets, and Deontay Wilder land that big right hand on Tyson Fury's temple or chin, hurt him. He could probably stop him, but Tyson Fury's too smart for that. But as far as ducking Anthony Joshua, whatever happened in the past is in the past. I would have loved to see that fight, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua. Yes, Deontay Wilder had the opportunity. He had the chance to fight Anthony Joshua, but he went in a different direction. He had other plans. It was offers made to Deontay Wilder, bigger paydays than he was receiving from, the networks that he a part of, and his team, at the end of the day, bigger paydays, what I'm saying, and also had a very big deal that included Anthony Joshua, what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, things happen, and I'm not being biased. I'm just keeping it real. I'm not, talking bad about any fighter or being negative or talking bad about a fighter or trying to discredit the fighter. And I'm not doing none of that. I'm not, I'm not bashing no fighter, but I'm just keeping it real. Y'all know I always keep it real and I tell the truth. Yes, I feel that Deontay Wilder wasn't ready. His team has to do their job. Whether it's an advisor, whether a manager, whether it's promoter, whatever. His team has to do their job. And they have to talk to the fighter. If the fighter is not ready, even if they forcing a fighter, because it's all about money at the end of the day. Even if they forcing a fighter, forcing the fighter and be like, no, we got to do this. You got to get your belts back. It's a lot of money, on the line. What I'm saying? He's going to make his money regardless. But at the end of the day, his team, and the people that's over his career, they have to make money, not just Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? So if he feels he's not ready, and I feel that Deontay Wilder feels that he's not ready. Maybe mentally it's not there. Maybe mentally it's not there. Honestly. Physically it can be somewhat there, and he can be training, he can be working out, he can be, and also having the right trainer, having a good trainer. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can be working on some things, but if you're not there mentally, you're going to get in that ring, you're going to get destroyed, because you got to be there mentally, not just physically. You got to be there mentally. You got to have that confidence. You got to have that determination. You got to have that momentum. You got to have that drive that, listen, I'm coming to destroy this guy. But if you have some doubt, or if you feel like your mind is not right because you having these bad dreams maybe of taking that beating in that rematch, or you having bad dreams of negative thoughts, or thoughts that's like really kind of like have your mind in captivity to the point where like I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can beat this guy. I don't know if I can. If you're not believing in yourself and you don't have that confidence, or you don't have that drive, you don't have that momentum, you don't have the determination, you no longer have that hunger, then you go into the ring and doubting yourself and not believing in yourself, you're not going to win. Like, that's just being real. But anyways, Andrew Tucker World, y'all guys, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure, for those that's new to the channel, that watch this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel as well. But it's Andrew Tucker World. I'm out. Much love and respect.